Hello YouTube. I'm going to show you how to make a delicious, absolutely out of this world, low calorie, thick, rich, creamy milkshake. It's unbelievable. I just checked on Google. The McDonald's 22-ounce milkshake is 800 calories and like 200 fat. Well, this milkshake will be 30, and that's a 22 ounce. This will be 30 ounces, 175 calories, 60 calories of fat. Unbelievable, and I'm telling you, it is out of this world. Okay, the key ingredient is this right here. These DaVinci sugar-free syrup. Now they're meant for coffee flavoring, but I make milkshake out of them. I really can't, this is strawberry. I really can't see a strawberry coffee. But DaVinci sugar-free syrup, it's sweetened with Splenda, which is supposedly made from sugar, but it's sugar-free. Okay, we're going to use I'm going to explain it, most of it now, before I start, because with these things running, and by the way, excuse the audio, a little crackling in the audio. I've done everything I can. There's something with this computer, so it's not too bad, hopefully. So I'm going to explain everything before I have these contraptions on. You got a osterizer. I use this to make powdered ice. That's crucial. Not just crushed ice, powdered ice. It has to be powdered form. And you'll note the container is missing. It's because it's in the freezer. You have to get it nice and cold, so when that ice is chopped into powder, it doesn't stick to the sides and melt. You know what I mean? So that is in the freezer, as is this Hamilton Beach milkshake blender, the stainless steel 30-ounce container. That is also in the freezer. Essentially what we're doing is turning 1 cup of low-fat milk into a 30-ounce rich, creamy milkshake that is out of this world. Believe me. And all these different flavors. This one's going to make a strawberry. They've got coconut, vanilla, French vanilla, cookie dough, peach, banana, eggnog, macadamia. It's unbelievable. I'm even experimenting now with mixing flavors, like eggnog with a little macadamia nut. But anyway, so don't get started on this. It'll be an addiction. I'm on a diet now, drinking these milkshakes. I drink 4 of them a day, and small meals, and I'm losing weight. Believe me, this is way better than that Slim Fast stuff. That's a joke. This is a delicious treat, even if you're not on a diet. And the final ingredient, so you got 1 cup of low-fat milk, and then to make it extra creamy, I add 1/8 of this container of low-fat light whipped topping. Okay, and that would be good. It's okay without it, but with this, it goes over the top. This adds another 65 calories, 40 calories of fat. 1 cup of low-fat milk is 110 calories, 20 calories. So all total, you got 175 calories, 60 calories of fat. This is sugar-free and no calories. Okay, so now I'm going to get started. I explained everything, and now I'm going to do it. First, I'm going to get out these things to make the ice. It uses approximately a whole tray of ice. And by the way, here it is all frozen. See, it's been frozen. The blade I removed because we don't want the blade to freeze and then it gets stuck. And then you got to run hot water on it. And that defeats the purpose. So I removed the blade. Again, you got to figure out what works with your blender. This is an older osterizer made to last, unlike what they make today. Stuff. I'm not picking on any brand, but what I had a Cuisinart Mini Prep food processor. It's a lightweight small. Well, that lasted about 12 of these and broke. Plastic. It can't handle chopping ice that much. Okay, so I'm going to go. Now, another thing I've learned is you can't do a whole tray of cubes. This takes approximately a whole tray of ice cubes. You got to adjust it depending on the size of the ice cubes, right? I learned that if I try to put a whole tray in here, what's going to happen is the powder gathers up, covers up the blade, and then you can't. Then you got to keep shaking it to get it done. So I go half of it. I'm going to go 8 cubes first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I can see how much more I need, usually 6 more. 14 cubes, a tray is 15 of my ice cubes. Will vary with what you use. All right, so let me do this now. And see, I can tell by that sound. again, you know your tool. You got to figure out how to do it. What you want is powdered ice. So when I don't hear any ice rattling around, when it stops, then I know it's done. Okay. Now I get out the, oh, see, it's got to do more. Now it's done. Now I get out the vessel for the Hamilton Beach. That's a 30-ounce container, and this too is frozen. Because what we're making, we're turning that 1 cup of low-fat milk essentially into ice cream, instant ice cream. So now I gotta get this ice out. Get out a spoon. Okay. And you can see that is powdered ice. See that? Let me get real close. That's powder. Powdered ice. That's what you want. Put that in there. Dig it out with the spoon. Dig it out from those under those blades, which block the ice from hitting the blade. You see? Okay. And I can tell by how much I have in there. We want to fill this about 60% of the way. So this is almost 50% now. So I actually don't need 6 more cubes now. Now I need about 5 more cubes. Again, you'll learn from experience on your machine what you need. But you want to fill this about 60% of the way, about to here. Let me show you. Right about to there. See, right now it's about halfway. All right. And that's it. See, I didn't hear any ice rattling. When it stops, then I know it's done. A little more. So yeah, so there, that's it. So that's about approximately, I would say, 60% full. Okay, it's about up to here. You can see it, about up to here, right here. Of course, the more ice, the thicker it's going to be. And of course, you can adjust it. If it's too thick, you just add more milk. All right, we'll get that out of the way. Get this out of the way. And now we're going to get our milk. What I do is, this is 1 cup. I start with actually just slightly less than 1 cup. And then I can see the thickness if I need a little more. So that's slightly less than 1 cup. Put that in. And I'll be able to tell by the thickness of it after I add my syrup if I need any more. And then we go with 1/3 of a cup of this absolutely awesome DaVinci syrup. Strawberry, this one is. 1/3 cup. Now I notice a flavor like coconut, which is basically a subtle flavor. I really got to go more than that. But for most of them, 1/3 of a cup. Now I stir it. I basically have a slush, and I can tell that's just the right consistency right there. Like if I added more milk, it would be thinner. You know, less milk will be thicker. That's just right. I can tell. Experience. Okay. And now we're going to blend it with the blender. Let me zoom in here so you really can see what's going on. Let's see. Move that over here. Okay. I want to get that whirlpool action going. By the way, it's 50% full, but when I'm done, it's going to be all filled. So we're really turning that milk into ice cream, right? Go down to the bottom every now and then, up to the top. We want to get that whirlpool action. If it's thicker, it's hard to get to it. You really got to work it. Look at that. Creamy, thick, absolutely delicious. I hope I'm not going over 10 minutes here. Alright, I'm going to stop now. That's it. If I kept going, it would actually go all the way to the top. But that's just about all the way to the top now. And then we get this out of the way. And then the final piece of the puzzle is that light whip topping, which I've already pre-divided into 1/8. And 1/8 of this is 65 calories and 40 calories of fat. And we put that in the top there. Okay? And then we put a stirring straw. You don't drink out of the straw, but you just use the stirring straw to mix the whipped cream in and drink out of the top. Oh man, let me tell you something. That is absolutely as good as it looks. It tastes better than it looks. You will love it. Hope this video works. Thanks.